doing something different this time. I know it's amazing, right? Anyway, so I used to do anime reviews. I still do. I haven't really been in there. So it's not something to review as a first impression. So we've started to get our new anime for this season on Crunchyroll, and again, this is on Crunchyroll. And I've only seen 3 episodes out so far, and I believe it comes out on Saturdays. Um, no, Friday. Friday or Saturday. I'm sorry. Today's Saturday, right? I think. Anyway, so yeah, the name of the one this time is A Journey Through Another World, Raising Kids While Adventuring. This is going to be our wholesome, adorable isekai. And the way it starts out kind of reminds me of Smartphone. And for those of you who have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, there's an anime, again, on Crunchyroll. It has 2 seasons. Called In Another World with My Smartphone. Just type in smartphone on Crunchyroll, you'll find it right away. And where both of them have in common is that a god, like in Smartphone, he's just called God. It doesn't elaborate his name or what he's the god of. He's just God. And then in this one, it's the god of wind, and I think they call him Sylph or Sylphid. I can't remember his name, but they call him Sylph as like a name. And our main character, of course, guy, and he. It also kind of reminded me of I Shall Survive Using Potions. Because the Smartphone is he accidentally dies because of a mistake that God accidentally kills him. He was supposed to die. I don't really think they elaborate how, but then they send him to another world where he's reincarnated kind of as he is. And it's similar to this one where MC, which reminds me of I Shall Survive Using Potions, again, another anime that you can find on Crunchyroll. I love all of them. Is the whole our main character in Potion is she accidentally dies because the goddess Celeste or Celestine, I think it is fixing like a rift into the dimension or something. Wait, a god from our girl's world, our main character's world, was just fixing a rift and she accidentally gets killed that way. But he can't revive her in their world, so she gets revived in another world where the god over there is Celestine. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so the whole like fixing the distortion in space kind of reminds me of Potions. The whole God accidentally killed me thing reminds me of Smartphone. So yeah, he's fixing a rift. Unfortunately, our main character Takumi is on the other side of this rift. Oopsie daisy, he dies at 28. So he's revived in another world after saying like I'm so sorry, the god's like I'm so sorry to mean to kill you, And yeah, he gets sent to the world, and he's 20. I think they reincarnate him just at him. Wait, is it really cut? I mean, it's kind of reincarnation or not really? Because when I think of like reincarnated anime versus like isekai anime, like isekai, I mean it's the whole fucking genre in itself, but sorry, I was looking at the phone because I was like, please tell me I hit the start. Because if I was ranting for 3 minutes and 30 seconds without having to hit the power button, I'm going to feel real fucking stupid. Thankfully, I was recording. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing this. I'd have to start over. And probably not remember half of what I wanted to say. Speaking of not remembering what I was going to say, son of a bitch. But, oh yeah, like you have the reincarnated thing, like, usually like a reincarnation, I think of, they start from like the beginning as like a toddler and then go through the thing. But there's all different kinds. Like there's those that are like they literally start from like as they're born, and then there's like they start out as kids and they get the memories later. And then like I could name a certain anime for that, but I feel like I shouldn't because it actually just spoiled a bit of the first season. So I'm not gonna say the name. I almost did it without thinking. Another example of this would be the whole, like, you wake up in a kid's body, but you don't remember right away that your memories were altered or whatever. Is another recent one was like Aristocrat, Another World, again, another anime on Crunchyroll. How did he die? Shit, I don't remember how he died. Basically, he's reincarnated and he wakes up in a child's body, and it isn't until like later he realizes, the gods literally explained to him that we kind of stunted your memories because we didn't think you'd want to grow up having to relive like babyhood essentially. And it was actually supposed to be later, but he had a high fever, and it ended up whatever they had broke. So he learned earlier, but he remembered his past life. So to him, it was just like, oh fuck, one minute I'm like where I was before, and the next minute, why the fuck am I in a kid's body? You know, it's one of those things. Anyway, so what was the whole point of this rant? What the fuck was the whole point? Anyway, long story short, like there's reincarnated and there's isekai, and sometimes they're exclusive. Like sometimes I forget that they can be like everything is like a subgenre. Like one of my favorite subgenres is like the isekai main character gets reincarnated as a child, and they kind of get raised in an environment where they can actually feel loved and grow and enjoy their childhood, and like forget some of their trauma from their past life. Like that's one of my favorite manga type things, is like the isekai reincarnated parental kind of thing, like the new thing, which kind of is where I'm going here, which is this is an isekai. It starts out pretty quickly. We get right into it, which I really appreciate when they don't fucking lag. Like there's some animes where like you can kind of get away with it, but I can also skip it. Like a good one is Slime. But like it does take a little bit to explain kind of his life there, but it's not. It doesn't take forever. And then there's like Parallel World Rhapsody. Again, all of these are on Crunchyroll, and I really like that one. But it really takes like 8-9 fucking minutes of shit we do not care about for shit to start in the first episode. So I literally just skip that part where Slime is like, sometimes I'll skip, sometimes I won't. I don't really care. But yeah, this I do appreciate that you kind of just like get right into it. Like I want enough information to understand certain things. Like there are certain character things like I think we do need to know that, like where they bullied, is that what happened in their life to make them the way they are. But I don't need a whole fucking biography. I don't need to know what fucking job they're working at unless it comes into play somehow in this universe that they're in now. Does that make sense to you? So thankfully I start really quickly, and anyway, getting right onto it, like it's literally the title itself is a journey through another world, raising kids while venturing. That's literally it. Where he's in a forest after getting reincarnated, and he's killing red wolves and shit, and he runs into these two kids who are just in the fucking forest. We literally find out that's a very dangerous forest. And yeah, they were just kind of there, and he kind of like just starts taking care of them, and then we find out when he can talk to the god Sylphie, like going to church and kind of like praying, and he's like, okay, look here, I know this was a chance, motherfucker. Who are these kids? Why were they there? What the fuck? He's like, look, he's like, I can just send him to an orphanage. Oh, he's not going to send him to an orphanage. He's just trying to like try to bait him into giving him information, to bait him to give him information. And he's like, you're right. I put you there for a reason. Yes, these kids are important. We cannot tell you what's happening yet, but he's like, by the way, I wasn't going to take him to orphanage. I was just going to fucking with you. And he's like, oh. But yeah, it's literally just kind of like these two adorable twins, and he finds them. They don't have any names, and he names the boy Alan and the girl Elena. There we go. Why am I saying Alan? Alan and Ellen. There we go. And it's kind of just him just adventuring with these two little adorable cutie pies. And I don't know, just like if you like isekai and adventuring and cute adorable babies, just being cute adorable babies, and also just one-shotting monsters and fusing the fuck out of everyone around them, like I feel like I'm not spoiling, like it's pretty fucking obvious it's probably gonna go down that, oh, they're like important figures, and that's why I'm like, what are they, the fucking heroes or something? Like, that's my guess, is they're probably fucking heroes or somehow related to fucking heroes or something, and that's why, But, yeah, there's 3 episodes out so far. It's really cute. I'm really enjoying it. So this is kind of my first impressions, thoughts. So I think it is going to be kind of predictable. I could be wrong. I've never heard of this anime. I've never read the source material or anything like that. But, I don't know. If you like isekai, adventuring, anime, cuteness with little babies, and he's kind of like the big brother rather than like a father to them. Because I think they literally call him Oni-chan, which is brother, big brother. And yeah, it's that, and then we have a bunch of like cute little animal mascots that join us. And the opening is like not really my style, but it's catchy and kind of cute and colorful, and it definitely does spoil characters, but like I'm definitely in one of those camps where I'm halfway where like I want to see the entire opening, to see everything about the opening, the music, just the opening sequence itself, and the characters, but also on the other half where like I don't want to know all the characters. And sometimes you get like kind of like middle ground where like it doesn't show you everything, it like blocks them out, and like it's just there's like a black silhouette. But like sometimes the silhouettes are so unique that you're like, I know who the fuck that is without even knowing what color their hair is and shit. That's the only motherfucker wearing a hat. That's who that character is. Like, you've already spoiled it for me. Like, whoever the fuck I see in that hat is that fucking character, you know? So I'm kind of like in this weird middle spectrum. I don't know if anyone else is. But yeah, it's really cute. For like for 3 episodes that are out so far, I'm already enjoying it. I could definitely tell this is probably one of my favorites of this season. But yeah, well, we'll see. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like the poster for it, like it's literally on like the Roku thing for it, where it's got like the name and like the description, and then in watch list, watch again, episodes, details, more like this, and then like the poster. And in the poster, I'm like, is that a fucking platypus? What? Like, it's kind of cut off. So it kind of looks like platypus. Some brown thing. I don't know. I'm very confused. Anyway, so, I mean, I could technically read, like, the actual description for you, but I don't know if my ass could actually see. No. Yes. We're going to try. We're going to try and see if my seeing is good enough. Also, what I appreciate is that, like, for me, it automatically goes to English dub, which, stop. When it does that, I prefer in the Japanese. That's not me being like, oh, only the Japanese can... Like, no, it's literally just, I prefer the voice acting most of the time in Japanese with English subtitles. It's just, that's how I've grown up. That's how I prefer it. And I cannot unsee this, like the lip syncing that doesn't work. And then sometimes the voice actors are really good in English dub and actually fit better than certain characters. But most of the time, I have found with what I have watched that the dub just does not do the character justice. Like, it just... There's only, like, off the top of my head, there's 2 characters that, like, that fit them really well. But I actually prefer hearing their voice in English rather than, like, the Japanese version. One of those at the top of my head is, have you ever seen the show called Yu Yu Hakusho, by the way, it's also on Crunchyroll, and Jin the Windmaster. It's just the Irish action, atomic bombs can put me in your face, like that, for some reason, just stupid, but I love it. And then also, like, Watanuki from Holic. Everyone else, I'm usually like, I don't know how to feel about your voice actor. Like, nothing wrong, it's just sometimes just certain voices fit other characters better. And then there's one show I can think of where I didn't really give a shit either way. Actually, I think 2, now that I think about it, is the one I was thinking of was Naruto, which I'm not watching all of Naruto. I'm sorry, I got somewhere in the war, and there's too many episodes, and there's too many characters I don't fucking care about. I'm sorry. Like, Virgil is named after him. Goddamn, he ain't in it much. At least not when I was watching. And then I was thinking Bleach, which I wanted to like Bleach so much, but I don't like Bleach. I'm talking the older version. I haven't seen the newer version. I think there's like a remake or something. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of Bleach. However, the Japanese voices or the dub, both of those animes, I was fine with either or. I think the characters fit enough that I didn't really care. But yeah, anyway, so let's see if I can actually read this. My eyesight is not good, so there's gonna be a lot of like squinting and weird faces. Like, you ever try to like zoom in with your eyes, even though your eyes can't do that? That's like a phone thing, a camera thing. Like, you can't do that. Why are you trying to do that? That's like, you're gonna see that, and you're probably gonna be like, you look stupid. I always look stupid. So there you go. Okay. After a god accidentally slays him, Takumi is reborn with new skills in a monster-filled forest where he stumbles upon twins. They're sweet, adorable, and super strong. Oh fuck. Won over instantly, he names them Alan and Elena, becomes their guardian, and joins an adventurers guild to provide for his new family. And so starts his chill life of adventure watching over Alan and Elena's growth. There we go. I'll have to play it back. I'm trying like, I don't know. But yeah. So it's pretty cute. But as I was saying, one of the things I like about Crunchyroll is they do offer other languages. Like it's not for every show. I'm sure there are ones where like there's certain ones that have that dub and the others that don't. But yeah, you can get English dubs. There's German. I've seen Dutch. There's Spanish. I've seen Portuguese. So like I really do appreciate. And also for those of you who like Funimation and used to watch things on Funimation, I believe Funimation bought Crunchyroll. So their library, I don't know if all of their library is on here, but they did add a fuck ton of stuff from the Funimation library onto Crunchyroll. So if you really like anime and want like a wide variety for a decent price, I would highly recommend getting Crunchyroll and Roku. They also do have a website. I use Roku. I also have the app for Crunchyroll. And it's all like one word, Crunchyroll. So just go to like the Play Store where the fuck you download stuff and just type in Crunchyroll and you should find it. But you can watch a lot of anime for free, but you will have to deal with some commercials and anything that has like it used to be a gold star, but now it's like a gold crown, I think, unless they changed it again. I have premium, so I don't see it, but certain shows will have that, and if they do have that little gold icon in the thumbnail, that means only premium can watch it. Now sometimes they will eventually remove that, and you can watch it, but yeah, like a good example of this is like One Piece. Like a lot of you do get at least I think 3 arcs. I think at the very least 3 arcs. I think where you can watch it, and then like the more newer ones after that I think do have the star. I haven't checked in a while. It's been a while since I've watched One Piece. Like when episodes were still coming out, I was still at like midway through the Dressrosa arc, so some shit's been going down. Like I'm pretty sure that was around episode 500 and something. And they also have movies as well from One Piece, and they have anime movies. They have some like live action drama types things, which I usually don't really fuck with. I usually just Crunchyroll for me is just like mostly the anime. But yeah, they do have a few movies. Like they have the simulcast stuff. They have My Hero Academia, Fairy Tail, That's When I Got Reincarnated as Slime, One Piece, Nier Automata. There's another one I haven't watched it yet, but No Longer Allowed in Another World. There's a lot of good anime and stuff. Like they do have some live action stuff. Like I think they have Holic. They have. It still surprises me this became a live action thing, but Mob Psycho 100, which I believe I've seen the first season and the second season, and I believe I've seen the live action. I don't think I've seen the newest season. But then they also have popular ones that you've heard of, like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Demon Slayer Kitetsu no Yaiba, Naruto Shippuden, Dragon Ball Z, or in High School Host Club, Hunter x Hunter, which is another really good one I love. The Quintessential Quintuplets, Yu Yu Hakusho, like I just said, School Babysitters, that's actually a cute one. They have some random ass ones too, like My One Hit Kill Sister. They have Fruits Basket. They have both Fruits Baskets, which is nice. I think do they have the live action one? I don't think they do. Anyway. But yeah, like, they have a whole fuck ton of shit. Remonster is another really good. That was from last season. I really, really like. That's like my favorite from last season was Remonster. But yeah, so if any of that sounds good, if any of that information was helpful, there you go. If you want to recommend me an anime, you can, but like I said, the vast majority of everything I watch is either on Crunchyroll or a rare occasion Netflix. So we do have Hulu as well, but like Hulu doesn't really have much in the way, at least for me, because a lot of stuff either I don't want to, like I'm not interested in watching it if it's on Hulu. Not, like if it's not Hulu itself, it's like a lot of the library I've seen for anime on Hulu is stuff that I've already seen, stuff I'm not interested in, or stuff that I've seen so many fucking times I don't want to watch it right now. And yeah, so there's all that. Anyway, yeah. Lifehouse Garter is